Hello, welcome back to Election Time News. Today is Friday, March 21st, 2025. And today I'm going to be doing a quick little overview to the elections of 2025, notably just the governorships of Virginia and New Jersey. Now, these two are interesting. They're actually almost both toss-ups as of right now. New Jersey, mainly because there are no real nominees at this time. There's no presumptive nominees. The incumbent Democratic Governor Phil Murphy is term limited, and so he cannot run again, and there are no prominent people pulling ahead of the competition here, and also this is a relatively competitive field for the Democrats as well as a competitive field for the Republicans. So it's there have been a few debates between the candidates, but there hasn't really been much yet in the way of that. We do have declared candidates here as well, but no real leading members here. So as of now, it is Democratic. So I will put it in the lean Democrat category, as it is probably potentially going to go Democratic. However, of course, it should be noted it's right where it shifts. So, of course, it elected Murphy by 3.2 in 2021. And then if you go back the previous cycle, it had elected him by a whopping 14.1% in 2017. Now, of course, 2017 was a blue wave year, and 2021 was a slight red wave year. That's also partially how it helped Youngkin win in Virginia and flip that seat. But it still should be noted that that is, in fact, it is a 10.9 point shift towards the Republicans. If that were to happen at all again, even with a national environment moving towards the left again, as this is the year after a Republican won the White House. That is why it was a blue wave year in 2017, and then why it was a red wave year in 2021. Then that would absolutely have some consequences for the Democratic Party in the state of New Jersey. That would absolutely allow it to flip red, which has happened somewhat recently as 2013. I mean, it was as 2013, where Chris Christie was a very popular governor. He won re-election by 22.1 points. Now, McAuliffe was, of course, the governor back in 2013 in Virginia, and then he was term limited, so he had to drop, and then he actually ran again and lost to Youngkin in 2021, but Youngkin cannot run again, or he decided to not run again. The Constitution of Virginia prohibits the state's governors from serving consecutive terms. However, there are essentially presumptive nominees at this point in the state of Virginia. So that is, in fact, somewhat started out already, and we have currently at this time Abigail Spanberger, Democrat, from a former U.S. representative. I believe she was from the Central District here in. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Yep, right there. Flipped the 7th District right here. That was a very deep red Republican district in 2016, and in the blue wave year of 2018, it did flip by 2 points. For Spanberger, she held on to her seat by 1.8 the following year, and then she moved up to this safer blue district for the 2022 cycle, and she did not run in 2024, it does appear. So she has relatively strong performances as she flipped a seat against an incumbent, no less. Notice Bratt here winning by 15.3 and Bratt losing with 48% of the vote. So flipping a safe red seat even before 2016. That was a deep red year in 2014. But even there, Cantor versus Powell, that was a 17.1, slightly over there, but still generally in 2012, which was a blue wave year, 17 points. So a strong history of backing Republicans flipped blue in 2018 and then did stay blue by 1.8 the following cycle, and then she moved to a more safe seat. So that shows that she's able to even win elections in more tough situations. However, of course, you have current Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, who also won election in 2021, running alongside Youngkin in Virginia, or the Republican. Both of them won. Now, based on these two being the presumptive nominees, they have already been to polls. One of them released in very early of this month, done by Sengel. Actually, Republican leaning actually has Spanberger up by 6. This one actually has Spanberger up by 15. I doubt it's going to be that far. Roanoke College in February. I doubt it's going to be anywhere near that close, but I would not be surprised. I will be categorizing this also as a lean blue race, just based on the presumptive nominees. But of course, there's still a lot more to happen until that time, which means that the Democrats would flip this seat back from the Republicans, which would mean it is 26 to 24. But again, there's still a lot left to have happen. There's going to be a lot more polling here, and of course, then tomorrow I'm going to actually release a quick delving into the 2026 elections and what that looks like, and the most determined things you can say about each race. So, with that in mind, thank you all so much for watching, and make sure to tune in tomorrow for the 2026 update.